Hi, and welcome back to another episode of Dave Eats London. Well, recently I got in my news feeds an article from Big 7 Travel that rated the top 50 burgers in Canada. And don't you know it, a place in London showed up on that list. We're here on Richmond Street in London, but our story starts way before this. Back in 1959, Kirk and his wife immigrated to Canada from Greece, and within 6 months they opened up their first restaurant here in London. Right here on Clarence Street, where Mario's was, right behind me. It's now an Indian restaurant, but they were here for decades. It's got to be 35 years. Now, Kirk's son, George, opened up his own pizza restaurant. It was called Mario and Jags, and it was in Westmount Mall. Now, this lasted for several years, but with the decline of the malls in London and the loss of the stores, eventually it was gone. But he also had Pickles, which was a 24-hour diner downtown, which I believe he sold. Now, he's still in business. He's still with a very successful catering company. And he also has the Kentucky Smokehouse for Canada. You may have seen them on Ribfest. Now, during the holidays, of course, the whole family would get together, and they'd make your normal things like turkey. They'd also make lamb, which I would happen to like to try. And George also made this amazing burger where he would bring home sirloin, brisket, and chuck, hand grinded at home, and make burgers, and everyone loved these. George has two sons. Their name is Victor and Kirk. Victor and Kirk ran the smokehouse on the Ribfest circuit across Canada. But eventually decided it was time to put roots of their own down in London, and they opened up a bar somewhere around 2014, I believe, right here, called the Barking Frog on the corner of Richmond and John Street. A couple of years after the Barking Frog, the property behind or adjacent to them became available, and they decided this would be a great place to sell their favorite recipe of their father's, burgers. Fast forward to 2 weeks ago, and Big 7 Travel brings out their list of the top 50 burgers in Canada. Now, as we probably already figured out, Burger's on the list. But where is it on the list? Now, being right here on Richmond Row isn't an easy place to go into the burger business. With big corporate giants and local favorites around, it's not the easiest thing in the world to do. Where are they on the list? Well, let's start. See, we'll start with number 1 and we'll work our way down until we get to it. Number 1 is Uniburger in Montreal. It's a place we'll have to try if we go there and we'll review it for you. Number 2 on the list, well, we're here. Burger. Okay, so here we are. Let's go in. Oh, the door says it opens at 11. It's 11:02. Or maybe they're running a couple of minutes behind. While our burgers are cooking, we'll have a look around this small place, Burger. It doesn't seat very many people. It's just a tiny place. You see they're cooking everything there fresh to order. They're using fresh cut fries if you look inside that bin when he opens it up. And of course, our favorite, French's ketchup. Oh, the food's arrived. Look at the size of that order of poutine. That was an upgrade. We got one combo. We upgraded to poutine and a shake. And we got 2 burgers. We're going to open them up and let you see them. But that's the top bun. That's the one I saw when I actually saw the list. And this one here is called the Richmond. We're going to open them up and we'll have a look at them. All right. This burger they call the Richmond. It's 2 patties, cheese, bacon, caramelized onions, and of course we added some pickles, some mustard, some ketchup. Sorry, Jack, there's ketchup on this. And some tomato. Let's open the next one. This one here is the one I saw. It's called the top bun. It's like a Big Mac ripoff. Get some of this strap off of here. So it's, of course, the homemade patties, fresh ground in here every day. Sirloin, chuck, and brisket, bacon, special sauce, pickles, lettuce. We all know it. No sesame seeds on the bun, so it's not a Big Mac. But we're going to try these things out and see how it goes. Okay, so I'm going to take a bite of this big thing here. As I said, it looks awesome. The bun, what I really want to show here before I do this is the bun to burger ratio. We showed you a lot of places where the bun is just far too big for the patties, but this is perfect. This fits this bun perfect. Let's take a bite. It's messy. It's juicy. It's delicious. That's a good burger. That's a good burger. Let's try this one. Okay, so this is a Big Mac. That's a lot of burger to get your mouth around. We'll try it. That's also a delicious burger. For me, that's the better of the two with the bacon on it, the tomato and the pickle, but they're both excellent. Okay, let's try this poutine. This thing, look at it. This thing is loaded with cheese curds, and they're not little tiny pieces. Look at the size of these things. This is a big order of fries. I'm glad we only got one order because there's no way the two of us would be able to eat two of these. That's good. Fresh cut fries, fresh curds, the gravy's excellent. That's a good poutine. Okay, let's try this milkshake. I didn't see them make it, so I don't know if it came out of a machine or it's hand blended. I'm not sure. But that straw can fit about 2 of these milkshake containers. That's a beautiful, thick, delicious strawberry shake. This place is doing all right.
And now it's time for Lucinda's Restroom Review.
And this is Lucinda's Restroom Review. Not too bad. Stucco wall. Cool doorknob.
Look at this burger, Lucinda.
Looks big, looks good. Let's give it a try.
No, I think that's the top bun that you just ate. That's the Big Mac clone. How's that one taste?
Tastes like a Big Mac, only it's better than a Big Mac. The Richmond.
Bacon, cheese, caramelized onions on a regular bun. That's a lot of burger.
Definitely a messy burger, but it's very good.
Which one do you like better? Do you prefer the top bun or do you prefer the Richmond?
I think I like the top gun. I like it. It's good.
If I had one criticism of this poutine, it might be the gravy is just it needs a little more flavor, a little flavorless. But other than that, it's well prepared. It's fresh cut fries. All right, so let's check out the bill. One top bun, $9.99. The Richmond, $9.99. Can of pop, $1.25. And we made it a combo, one of them with a strawberry shake and a poutine, which added another $10.28 to it. So $35.61. All in all, Really not so bad for us going out for lunch. So that was Burger Burger, the number 2 burger in Canada according to Big7Travel.com. So what does TripAdvisor have to say about this place? TripAdvisor gives them 4 stars. They rate them number 172 out of 919 restaurants in London. So let's talk about the food. Well, that burger, we thought it was a great burger. It was juicy, it was charred on the outside, the bun was toasted. That burger fit the bun perfectly. The toppings were fresh. It was a quality bun. It was a really great burger. If I would say one thing about it, maybe not quite seasoned as much as it needed to be. Just a little bit of seasoning would go a long way. Just a little bit of salt and pepper, and that burger would have been perfect. So what about the poutine? There was something about the fries in the poutine. Don't get me wrong. The poutine was great. But there was just something, and I couldn't put my finger on it. And on the way back to the studio, I figured it out, I think. It had a slight earthy taste. And I think the skin was just maybe a little too thick on those potatoes to fry without peeling. But don't get me wrong. It was a good poutine. They were quality cheese curds. It was great. The milkshake, it tasted great. It was a strawberry milkshake. It tasted like strawberry. It was super thick. It was a good milkshake. What do we think about the value for the dollar? You've seen us pay a lot more than that for lunch on something that wasn't near that quality. We think the value is fine. Tell us what you think. Have you been there? Leave a comment below. Now, what do you think about Lucinda's restroom review? Did you like it? Didn't you like it? Comment below. Tell us if we should keep doing it. Make sure you hit that like button, subscribe, and I'm Dave, and this has been Dave Eats London.